slept on the team that they owe me. I need a ring and a trophy. I say I'm the best because I am. There's no need in keeping it low-key.
Hey, everybody, it's the coach. This is the NFL on EA Sports. On tap is what should be a pretty good matchup between the New York Jets and the San Francisco 49ers.
The onset of fall weather, Coach, certainly a welcome occurrence for folks in Silicon Valley, and we've got football on a gorgeous day here in Santa Clara as we are situated at Levi's Stadium. Straight ahead, we've got a good one on tap here between the New York Jets and the San Francisco 49ers. So now here comes the Jet offense as they get ready to take over. Commanding the offense will be the highly touted USC product, Sam Darnold.
Single, slot. Hey, you're on an island over there. You're on an island.
Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. Got an open man. It's a noon one.
An eligible receiver downfield. Offense.
Something we're seeing more of with the rise of the run-pass option. A legal man downfield, and that's going to back him up. And he's going to lose yardage here. Back to his own 18. Call it officially a loss of 2 on the first play from scrimmage. Second down. Throwing on second and long. Darnold throwing middle, but it's incomplete. He shook his head right when he released that throw. He knew it was going to be a little off target.
Yeah, the excitement got him on that one. Wasn't able to control the fact the receiver was open, and it would have been an easy throw.
Back to throw, Darnold. Nunless got it, complete. And he's not going to sniff the first down here. He stopped at the 25.
There's an example of good situational football being played by a defense. They understood where the third down play was, the down and distance, and made sure that they didn't get anywhere near that, bringing up fourth down.
Yeah, they were sniffing out that marker, didn't want to let him get close to there, and now a likely 3 and out to start.
Yeah, I love the way they rallied to the football, got to him, and made sure they didn't give up much run after catch.
So here's the first drive now for the 49ers. They'll be led out by their quarterback standing at 6'2" from Eastern Illinois. It's Jimmy Garoppolo.
And I think it's safe to say that, and I heard him say it in the post-game press conference, that was a team win last week because he didn't really play up to his normal standards.
And the ball is knocked out, and it's scooped up by the Jets. And his guys are going to get the football at the 37-yard line. Partner, on my spot sheets, I highlighted turnover margin because we remember they turned it over 4 times last week. So another one here in the first quarter. This isn't the way they want to go.
No, not even close, and it's not something they even imagine because the amount of time that we know that they spend in practice talking about what they need to get done, working on it, showing them how to take care of the football, and emphasizing what it means in terms of winning, they got to just be puzzled right now that they're not taking care of the ball better.
On second down, it's Bell. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. 2 yards, good enough for a first. On first down, it's Darnold. Got his man, Robbie Anderson. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. They'll run it with Bell. And he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40.
Here we go.
And they'll keep it on the ground with Bell. And an alley to run. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. Give him 15 yards on that one, and the Jets move the chains. On first down, it's Moore. And he'll be tackled at the 23 after a gain of 3. And the tackle there by Quan Alexander. On second down now, it's Moore. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Now play number 7 of the drive as they're looking at a 3rd and 10. from the gun. Throw complete to Herndon. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. That was the 8th play of the drive, so a somewhat fitting pickup of 8 yards.
He wasn't the primary target, but I think it was almost like a check down situation, wasn't it?
Yeah, hoping he can break some tackles, a big tight end, but he couldn't do it.
Yeah, get it to that big frame and hope he can scatter some bodies, unable to get it done.
So the drive stalls out inside the 15-yard line, but they do get 3.
And I've talked with enough players nowadays, and when they have these types of kicks, that no one says to their guy, hey, that's just like making an extra point, piece of cake. Because the extra point is not a piece of cake anymore. But kicking a field goal from that distance, just give him confidence and let him knock it through.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And last time they coughed it up, led to a field goal. They're fortunate that it only led to a field goal, but still, they're not happy about it.
Could you sense the relief, though, when they only gave up the field goal? And they were able to trot back out on the field and start this drive. A little more pep in their step because they didn't cost their team a touchdown. But they know they've got to do it a lot better than they did on the last possession.
The coach will just be relieved, though, if they recoup with a score here, right?
I think the coach will be ecstatic to see them pick themselves back up and now take it downfield, punch in the end zone without turning it over.
Just a couple on the pickup there, and now it's 3rd down.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high powered, you got to find a way to hold them under 20, because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored, you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
So in Jet territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 37-yard line. Now here's a pass on 1st down that's knocked away and incomplete. The safety Marcus May in there on the coverage. Line of scrimmage, again the 37 as they line up 2nd and 10. Garoppolo gives to Breida. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. 1st down San Francisco, the pickup 14 yards. Although his reputation as a speedy runner precedes him, it's always fun to watch him work.
It is eye-opening, isn't it? Because when you see him get the ball and just go, in addition to that speed, it helps out his blockers. They don't have to hold blocks for long because he's just going to speed right past them.
They'll run for the first time with Tevin Coleman. He's got the 1st down inside the 10. And across the chalk, into the end zone. It's a 49er touchdown. Tevin Coleman, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the 49ers have now taken the lead. And there you go. Nothing really too complex. Block, keep to your assignments, let them run it in. They did it.
Fundamental football. Good blocking, beats good tackling on that play. End result, touchdown.
This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Darnold going to lead the Jets up now, 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. They'll start out on the ground with Bell. And they see right through that defensively as he'll be hit and taken down to the backfield. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that'll bring up a 2nd and 11. On 2nd and 11 now. Darnold caught here by Griffin. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down.
Right there. 54, right there, right there.
Throwing here on 3rd down. Darnold. And he's got a noon one. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Give him 12 yards there, and the Jets have a 1st. Darnold on 1st down. And lucky to get away with one there. That one nearly picked. 2nd down. An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Darnold to throw again. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Quan Alexander. And he returns it into enemy territory down to the 45-yard line. So after the INT, it's Garoppolo. And a quick throw here that's complete. And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41. That throw good for 4. It's second down. 4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. Garoppolo, he's going to give this to Breida on the draw. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. And they'll need to get to the 35 if they want to keep this drive going on 3rd down. A shotgun snap for Garoppolo. And able to haul it in is Kittle. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. Here's Garoppolo on 1st and 10. This is caught. And he couldn't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. The numbers for Sanders last week, just a really crisp, clean effort. Well over 100 yards receiving.
But didn't you feel like he needed a hug when we talked with him this week?
Oh, because he wanted the touchdowns.
He wanted the touchdowns. He was all depressed after that performance. I'm like, what's wrong with you? You were brilliant. He's like, yeah, but I didn't get in the end zone. He must have heard from the fantasy players on that one. Well, he did get a taste the previous week. He got into the end zone, trying his best to get there in this game. So far, he's been denied.
Something apparently not feeling right to Garoppolo, so he'll step back and take a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. They come out here in the eye.
Let's go, deep, tighten up.
On 2nd down, a run with Breida. And across the goal line, into the end zone. Touchdown, 49ers. Matt Breida, his 4th touchdown on the year. Where the Niners are able to stretch their lead. Gold with the extra point.
I know we don't talk about it enough, but the intelligence level of the guys up front blocking, the offensive linemen, maybe the smartest guys in football overall. Add in a little bit of athleticism and a whole lot of toughness, you've got a lot to deal with, don't you?
That's why the guys in the backfield get them really nice Christmas gifts, right?
If they're smart, they do.
Darnold going to lead the Jets up now, 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. Trying to shake off the interception, he'll look to throw. And his throw's going to be incomplete. He was trying to find his tight end, Chris Herndon, and that'll bring up 2nd down. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Now a pass taken in by the tight end, Herndon. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a 3rd down. The last completion actually lost a yard, so now they'll need to convert on 3rd down. Darnold. A screen to Bell. They'll get 6 on the dump-off, but it'll bring up a 4th down.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
His first punt, 48 yards. This one looks equally as good. This is brought in at the 21. Shreds the tackle. Nice job bringing that one back. 14 on the return. And the Niners will go on offense. 1st and 10. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. They'll start on the ground with Breida. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8. After one, a 14-3 ball game.
Here we go, here we go.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Garoppolo. The Sanders has got it complete. And this will be stopped at the 44. That one good for 7 yards.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and you can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
And he will have the 1st down as he's brought down up near midfield. This offense, #1 in the NFL in picking up 1st downs, and the run game got him another one there.
A really good stat to lead the league in, isn't it? Because if you keep picking up 1st downs, sustaining drives, that means you're controlling the football, controlling the clock, and letting your defense rest on the sidelines.
Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down. 2nd and 5 now. Garoppolo. Well, that's complete to Sanders. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
They go play action here on first down. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. The sack by Jordan Willis. Man, he got in there so quickly, Charles. What could the offense have done to adjust and account for that?
But what you're hoping is that you figure out and you see and get a clue that maybe there's going to be some pressure coming at you, and you change the blocking schemes. Maybe you go to max protection. The biggest one is maybe you bring your running back in to try and keep you clean. But in that case, that didn't happen. 0 accountability, and a sack resulted.
Now Garoppolo. He's got his man on the crossing route. And that's going to be another first down as the tackle made at the Jets' 23. Garoppolo now 9 of 11 passing in this first half. He's got his guys at 1st and 10. They'll run with Coleman on first down. Gets around him. And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it second down. Here's Breida. And he'll take this inside the 20 and down to the 18. 2 yards the gain there, and now they're left with a 3rd and about 4 for a first. This offense has converted 2 third downs on this drive already. This is 3rd and 4. It's caught by Sanders. And he's able to pick up the first down before he's tackled right at the 10. 4 catches now on this drive alone. They can't stop him. It's another first down. Garoppolo in the offense with a 1st and 10. And he's hit on all 5 of his pass attempts on this drive so far. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. They hold him to only 2 there on the screen. It's second down. So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on first down. Breida, he'll try the right side. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. He'll pick up only a yard there, and it'll leave him with a 3rd and 7. The Niners on 3rd down. No problems to this point. A perfect 5 for 5. This is 3rd and 7. The quick slant caught. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. The completion good for only 6, and that'll bring up 4th. And no move to get the offense off the field. They'll stay put on 4th and 1. Now San Francisco going to call their 2nd timeout. So as they take it over, we step aside. And they're going to at least line up to go for it here on 4th down. They run for it with Breida. And he'll take this into the end zone for a San Francisco touchdown. Matt Breida with his 2nd touchdown of the game and 5th on the year. And the Niners are able to stretch their lead. And always a good first half when you can hit pay dirt twice.
And it never hurts to have that good feeling as the game moves on. Just think about halftime. If that's all he gets, he'll just sit there at the half and think, all right, 2 already. I can get some more. I can get some more. And he'll be encouraging his offensive line to create some space.
After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. This is taken at his 4. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And this, let's face it, an important drive if they're going to get back into this ballgame.
Think about going into the locker room down 21-10 as opposed to 21-3. 21-10, a little more optimism, a little more bounce around the locker room, a little more discussion about how they're going to finish this thing off. 21-3, I think discouragement clouds that locker room.
Yeah, and I think a touchdown much bigger than a field goal on this drive just to get into the end zone and get that momentum. The Jets on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This will be 3rd and 6. To throw is Darnold. He's got Herndon, his tight end. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the first. They stop him for only 3 that time, and that'll bring up 4th down.
One of the money routes for any offense, the drag route. So tough to defend because the receiver can stop at any point and make himself available to the quarterback and get a completion. But I love the communication we saw there. All the defenders pointing out the receiver, where he was going, and then they were able to rally to the ball after the catch and stop him short of a 1st down.
Matt Breida in the offense heading back out. First month of the season, those numbers pretty solid. Does he continue that?
I think so, because when you come out of the gate this strong, that means that you have planned for it and you like the results that you're getting. So I wouldn't have any doubt that the head coach or offensive coordinator actually called him in and said, look, you're our guy, okay? We're going to continue to stick with this as long as we're winning games. You ready for the challenge? And then they presented it to the rest of the team. I think we'll see plenty of that as this season moves on.
And I'm sure he said challenge accepted. He's got the 1st down and more inside the 40. And finally taken down at the 20-yard line. It's a gain of 35.
Well, partner, I have to say they called him in the right defense there. Nickel set, 5th defensive back on the field, and they love to run against that because now you typically get a bigger blocker on a smaller defender.
Yeah, because those DBs like you, they want the interception. They're not as worried about the running play, right?
Not at all. And I still remember being in school, and one of my offensive line teammates used to say, boy, I'd love to come downfield and hit you little people.
Good run there. His throw caught at about the 5. He is putting on a show in this second quarter, racking up the receiving yards as he has a 1st down. That's the number 2 receiver in the NFL in terms of yardage, and tell you what, a few more plays like that, he won't be number 2 for long.
Well, that's what often happens when you have competitors running around the field. These guys know where they stand in relationship to yardage, totals, numbers, the whole deal. And let's face it, all of them, they all want to be number 1.
They'll get only 2 there, and it's 2nd and goal. So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal. And it's complete. In the end zone, touchdown 49ers. From 3 yards out, and the Niners are able to stretch their lead. On those slants, everything happens so quickly. What makes it work?
The timing between the passer and the receiver. In this case, a slant route. Ordinarily, it's probably about 3 steps before you go on the slant. In this amount of time, I think it was a 2-step deal. Boom, put his foot in the ground and got inside for the pass.
Got inside for the pass, got inside for the catch and the score. This fielded at the 2. They'll bring it back to just about the 25. Call it the 24-yard line. And New York set to take the field. And with this deficit, you can't have too many more drives like the last drive where you had to punt it away.
You know what I would tell my offense right here? The punter doesn't exist, guys. He doesn't even exist. He's not a team anymore. I just cut him, all right? So you got to go out and create some offense for us here and give us some points. No way does that guy get on the field on this drive.
Poor punter.
Yeah, it wasn't his fault. But, hey, listen, there's got to be casualties at times. We're trying to win a game.
From the 31, Darnold. And that'll be incomplete.
It's been my observation there's been a nice variety of play calling defensively. You and I often talk about an offense's ability to keep a defense off balance with what they're doing. I think the converse has been true in this game.
I think you're right. They seem to have gone off tendency quite a bit, but only the second quarter, a lot of time to change things. Now the Niners going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. Now Edwards to kick as he sends it away. He'll return it from the 6. 21 yards. Well done on the return. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. Matt Breida in the offense heading back out. The passing game, they've had more success there than the running game. Maybe something they game plan for.
How come they didn't tell us about it?
Because they wanted to keep it a secret.
We did ask, didn't we? But I think what happened in this one is they've realized that they've established the run pretty well, and teams are going to key on that. They thought they could open it up and have success through the air, and that's exactly what's going on.
Yeah, they've had success, at least so far, here in the second quarter. Now this one to his tight end out on the right side. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. 15 for the Niners there and a 1st down. And now with that completion, he's north of 200 yards here in the first half.
And he's going to break our statistician Marvin, isn't he? Well, Marvin right now is just tallying it up. Hope his hand doesn't hurt too much doing this, or keeps hitting the calculator. But my goodness, what a start he is off to. By the end of this game, he could have monster numbers. He just wants to continue to be accurate.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Garoppolo after the fake give to Breida. And the Jets pressure too much as down he goes. Aaron Lynch in there to bury him for a loss of 11. After the sack on 1st down, Garoppolo. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Aaron Lynch able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
Okay, let's go back a little bit and see if my schooling comes to the front. What's that old saying? Those who forget the lessons of history are doomed to repeat them. That's the same guy who's gotten back-to-back sacks. I think a double team may be in order.
Now a shot taken on 3rd down, but it's going to wind up incomplete. So now on comes the field goal unit. And this will be a, shall we say, a rather optimistic try here. And as is to be expected, this is nowhere near being good from that distance. So that would have been something from that distance, but to no avail. Comes up empty as we have reached the intermission. As we'll send you eastward to Orlando. Standing by with that EA Sports halftime report now is Jonathan Coachman. Take it away, Coach.
All right, Brandon, we'll get back.
All right, folks, eager to get back to this Week 4 matchup. We won't put up a fight. It's the 49ers out in front, and they will get the football first as well as we are back and started in the 2nd half. This is taken at the 3, and he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line just across the 25. So here are the Niners to take over on offense. They're on a 3-game winning streak, and right now looking good in this one as well. Garoppolo going to bring the Niners up here 1st and 10 at their own 26. Breida to get the 3rd quarter started. Oh, now Breida loses it, and it's scooped up by the Jets. And they have the football and will take over at the 24-yard line. They'll try and get the running game going with Bell. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down. First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. Darnold now to throw. Herndon's got it complete. That catch good for only a yard, and it'll be 3rd down. The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long. Now it's Darnold. He's going to take a shot for the end zone. 4th down now as San Fran's defense was strong in coverage.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
So not sure how they feel about that. They had golden field position to start the drive after the fumble recovery, but they went backward and then got 3.
Well, let's go from gold to silver, because the silver lining is they got the 3, right? You're talking about the golden field position. They didn't take advantage of it. That has to feel like a letdown.
You always stand ready to pounce. Always. They'll begin the drive with Breida. The tackle there by Brian Poole.
3rd quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
They stay on the ground. Again, it's Breida. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. That one a gain of 20 and a 1st down.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. From midfield, here's Garoppolo. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. To throw, it's Garoppolo. Complete to the running back, Matt Breida. He's already proven to be a factor in the running game on this drive. Now he gets involved in the passing game.
I think what we're seeing here is the modern version of workhorse in the NFL, being able to run it and catch it with equal proficiency.
And he's going to get this inside the 30. First down, San Francisco. The pickup, 14 yards. Throwing on first is Garoppolo. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down. Second and 10 now from the 27. To throw is Garoppolo. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And he'll go down right on the edge of the red zone following a pickup of about 7 or 8. Seventh play of the drive now as they come up on a 3rd and 3. Looking to throw. Garoppolo. This one into the hands of Kittle, the tight end.
I got a kick out of that one, partner. You and I talk often about trying to hide receivers in certain situations, but a guy of his size can't really hide him. But the tight end drag route, definitely an effective way to sneak him across the formation for an easy completion and a first down.
No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal. They'll try again here from the 7 on 2nd and goal. This is Breida, and he'll be stopped up after only a couple of yards as he gets it down to the 5.
That didn't just feel like good defense there. That felt like pride, didn't it? He's already gotten into the end zone twice, trying to get there for a 3rd time. No one likes to have the hat trick against them.
Flushed out right. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. So it's been a long drive. They've held the ball for quite a while. Now what do you do here?
Well, to me, at this stage, after this drive, this close to the goal line, 3 points would be a letdown. I'm going for it here.
So he missed that field goal earlier, but he says not this time. Able to knock it through, give his guys 3.
I like his poise. I like his confidence, his belief in himself. Sometimes when you miss that first one, you'll see a lot of guys sag and they can't make the next one. Not in this case. Stepped right up like a pro.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. They are right now just ice cold. I mean, they have struggled big time in this game, and they're getting blown out. How do they adjust?
So tough because we always talk about it being a team game, and you need all 11 working well together. But every now and then, partner, you need that one guy who can make a play against all odds that maybe can ignite things. And I think that's what they're looking for right now.
Yeah, you talk about going to your playmakers. They probably need to do it.
Find someone that you're used to touching the football that makes big plays and give them that opportunity to maybe wake up everyone else.
Yeah, the lane closes quickly for Bell, and he did not make it. That'll make it 4th down after a loss of 1.
Well, it hasn't been a whole lot of fun for Le'Veon Bell in this ball game, trying to find room to run the ball. I'm sure they're going to have to change some things up because he's so versatile. They've got to get the ball in his hands somehow and create some space because they're losing this game.
Well, and defensively, you've got to key in on Bell, make him the focal point to stop it, and they've been able to do that.
And he has gotten better every year he's been in the league, always adding something to his game, one of the premier runners in the NFL.
Garoppolo going to bring the Niners up here 1st and 10 at their own 18. They begin the drive with Coleman. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
Now this throw caught left side. He was over 100 receiving last week. He's over 100 now this week as he's got a first down as well. Garoppolo now. Perfect since the second half started. 7 of 7. It's 1st and 10. On first down, here's Breida. He's got the first down and more inside the 40. And finally brought down at the 38. He'll get 17 on that one, and the Niners have a first down. So in Jet territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 38. Garoppolo going to hand this one to Coleman. Flashed the stick skills, but didn't get a ton from it. Stopped short of the 35. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down. They fake the give. Now Garoppolo looks to throw. Completes it to the tight end, Kittle. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a third down.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete. You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. These kickers now, it's like we take them for granted. Kicks like that used to be such a big deal, and now you just expect them to make it.
Yeah, you're exactly right, and we shouldn't take them for granted. But I have a theory about it. You want to hear it?
Yeah.
They are more athletic now than ever before. Talk about kickers. Trace their backgrounds, trace their histories. You'll find that they were big-time athletes all along, but their kicking was so prevalent that we made them specialists.
Well, and now those 50-plus yarders seem easy for some reason. Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. Here's Darnold. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Nick Bosa just would not be denied. That's a loss of 7. Darnold and the Jets come up 3rd and long following the sack. Throwing here on 3rd down, Darnold. And that is incomplete.
It's always a goal, and it's really nice defensively when you can rally to the football and make sure there's enough contact to force an incompletion.
Force an incompletion and force another punt. We'll call that a 43-yard punt, 2 on the return, and that will come the offense as they take over. Matt Breed in the offense heading back out. He's hoping to find the end zone for a 3rd time, and we sit now in the 3rd quarter.
And nothing would excite him more, but I think even more so, his offensive line. Anytime you've got a guy scoring that many times, that means you've done a really nice job in front of him.
You're always giving props to the big fellas up front.
It's always a good idea. Those are some massive men.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Garoppolo. Oh, a battle for it here, and this will be caught. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. That one covers 24 yards. It's a 1st down. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down. Garoppolo. Going to throw right side here. Complete. No gain there on the completion. 2nd and 10.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He can make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this 3rd quarter. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Now it's Breida. They'll be brought down on the 30-yard line after a gain of 6. Charles, you said earlier this defense is probably going to need to hold these guys right around 20 or under that if they were going to have a chance. It was evident pretty early on that wasn't going to happen.
Yeah, they left 20 behind a long time ago in this game, didn't they? Looks like they're headed towards a big number. But 20 was the threshold because that kept them in the ball game and kept the pressure off of their own offense. Do my eyes deceive me, or is he getting stronger as this game moves along?
Burst seems just as good here in the 4th as it was way back in the 1st, doesn't it? I
do believe someone put a lot of time in the offseason and continues to condition during the season in order to continue to carry the ball at this rate.
A good 1st down call as the screenplay gets them 9.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
To throw again on 2nd down. Garoppolo. And here he'll get it down to the 7. A gritty play there. Put his nose down and got his guys a 1st.
Let's go, defense.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco. Tevin Coleman His second touchdown of the game, his third on the year, as his guys continue to pour it on. Gold able to tack on the extra point. So another score there, and often you talk about the three phases of the game. Defense, offense, special teams. It's been a clean sweep in this one, hasn't it?
It certainly has. They've been pretty dominant throughout this game. And privately, the head coach will add a fourth phase. That's the coaching. And he'll tell the ownership that as he tries to negotiate a new contract off of this win.
They are looking strong here in the fourth quarter. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32-yard line. New York set to take the field. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
Well, you know how in baseball when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 14 yards is the pickup there at a Jet first down. On first down, Darnold. He's going to air one out for Anderson. Got a man, it's caught at the 6-yard line. And he's going to take it in for a Jets touchdown. Robbie Anderson. His second touchdown on the season. And the Jets are able to strike for 6. And he showcased his blazing speed on that one.
Was he wearing football cleats or track spikes? Because he was gone. Big-time play. And just think about what that does if you're a receiver on the team with him. Well, that's got to open things up for you as well, because if I'm a defense, I've got to get back deeper and deeper in order to keep him in front. But I'm not sure how many can actually keep him in front with that speed.
Now Greg Zuerlein on for the extra point. And that'll cut the lead down to 28. The long touchdown pass gets him 6 on a very, very tidy 2-play drive that time. Now after the touchdown, it's Zuerlein. He'll kick it away.
Let's go, boys. Let's go.
Matt Breida in the offense heading back out. He's already hit pay dirt twice. He's up over 100 yards. He is feeling good.
And he's just zipping along today.
The Red Sea parts, and there he goes. 20. Touchdown, 49ers. Matt Breida, 75 yards. As his guys continue to put this one out of reach. Not a whole lot to recap on that drive. Just one play, 75 yards to the house.
Yeah, it's a long way to go. And remember, rarely is it a straight line 75 yards, too. Got to have a little extra in there. So whatever the final number is, a well-deserved seat on the bench, a little oxygen if he wants it as well.
And not a bad return. Here he gets it out to the 25-yard line. Le'Veon Bell and the Jets ready to begin their next drive. And there are the numbers. Got off to that torrid hot start. We thought he was in for maybe a career day. Not the case.
No doubt about it. It almost looks like a misprint after what we saw in the first half. But let's give a little bit of credit to the guys on our side of the ball. They went in at halftime, made a few adjustments. And you know what else? They didn't lose their confidence in their ability to play. Because a lot of times you get beat down in the first half, it gets ugly in the second half. They've come out with a new resolve and a renewed determination.
Another wayward pass. You know, things started out poorly in this game, and to be frank, they just really haven't gotten much better.
And all that does is embolden the secondary. They feel good about what's going on, and they just play better and better.
The Jets on third down. A pretty anemic, a very anemic. 1 for 9 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 3. And he's got a moonwalk. And he will have a first down here at about the 40. The drive stays alive. A third down gain of 8.
56 is mine. Here we go.
A first down throw. Darnold. Throw complete to Herndon. And they'll get to him after a gain of 7 to the 47. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. Here's Darnold. Pass incomplete. At this point, down big, you'd have to imagine this defense, they're just going to sit back, blanket the field as best they can.
Yeah, this is actually the easy part of the game for them because, just as you noted, they can sit back, keep everything in front of them. But they've blanketed the field the entire game using a variety of coverages.
68 yards receiving now for him in the game, and a first down on that last catch as well. So from inside Niner territory now, this is 1st and 10 at the 46. Darnold's throw caught here by Enunwa, and he's got this down to the 35. It'll go as a gain of 11 and a Jets first down.
56 to Mike, 56. Check.
Darnold on first down. On the catch, it's Crowder. And he gets it down a yard or 2 shy of the 30 before he's out of bounds. The completion good for 3, and it's 2nd down. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Darnold, a screen to Bell. And he's able to get it down to the 25-yard line. 7 yards there and a first down. On first down, it's Darnold. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. A loss of 2 there. 2nd down. 2nd and 12 after the first down pass play went backwards for 2 yards. Again, Darnold. Throwing right, and that's complete. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's 3rd down. The Jets on 3rd down. They've had a lot of chances, but not much success, converting only 3 times. This is 3rd down and 12. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he'll get this to the 23, but that'll be well short of what he needed.
Face mask. Defense.
So that flag will cost him 15.
And it doesn't matter anymore how you get the face mask. Any part of it, that's going to be 15 yards.
On 1st and 10, Darnold. And he's got the hook up to Moore. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down. That pass play wound up for negative yardage, so here's 2nd and 11.
57's the mic. Watch 57.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll fight his way down right around the 12. The 2nd down play, not much better than the first, just a gain of 1 there.
56, Mike, 56.
Now Darnold. He's got Herndon, his tight end. And he will not be able to get the first as he can get this only down to the 5. They get 7 there, but it brings up 4th.
So much about this game is just understanding situations and then having to execute, isn't it? Guard the first down sticks. Don't let them get there. And they rallied and made the tackle.
Well, in the grand scheme of things, those 3 points likely not going to matter much, but I guess they get a little closer, a little more respectability.
Yeah, you're exactly right. They've been outplayed all game long, but like my mom used to tell me all the time before I went out, dress up a little bit, son. Make yourself respectable. And that's what they're doing here. They're just dressing up the final score.
After the made field goal, Zerline back out there now to send this one away. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. And this game comfortably in hand. The scoreboard speaks for itself, but you still got your starting quarterback out there. When do you go to the backup? Let him get some time.
And that's one of the great questions in the NFL, Brandon, because I'm just going to tell you, in the 2015 season, I commentated on 3 games in a row that were blowouts. And in none of them did the starting quarterback ever come out of the game for the team that had a big lead. And in each instance, I asked the coaches later on, why didn't you do that? And they all looked at me and said, just don't really do that in the NFL. You know, these guys play, and we just play them all the way through. Now, in certain situations, they will take them out, but for the most part, They're not as worried and concerned about getting him out of the game, and that's always puzzled me a little bit.
Call it no gain that time as it's going to leave them with a third and about 3 to go. Coming up to the line, and they will need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Garoppolo now. Got him in. He finds Sanders. And that's going to be another first down as the tackle made at the Jets' 45-yard line. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's 49er football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20.
He's still rumbling, isn't he? Still looking fresh in this one despite the heavy workload. But you and I both know, well-conditioned, and he did tell us that he thrives on being at his peak late in ball games.
And they've got it in the red zone now, down at about the 19. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves them with a 2nd and 3. Now a toss play. It's Breida. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. This will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher 3rd down looming. 7th play of the drive upcoming here on 3rd and 6. The former Purdue Boilermaker, Raheem Mostert. Room here to run. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. But, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feeling like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for San Francisco, hey, they finish a perfect month of September as they move to 4-0 on the new campaign. And they'll be able to enjoy this one through the bye week before they get back at it again. Meanwhile, for the Jets, they'll fall back to 500 at 2-2. And they'll get a chance to
The young, incredible, honestly unforgettable. You a Joe like Chappelle show. This so perennial. Do this for my millennials. I be murdering any flow. I just had to let you know. It's the young, incredible, honestly unforgettable. You a Joe like Chappelle show. This so perennial. Do this for my millennials. I be murdering any flow. Yeah. I just had to let you know. Yeah. Give me that work and I can sell it. I put it on the line like I ain't selfish, nah. The story flip if I let you tell it. Put my heart and soul in so you feel it. I ain't never faking, I'm the realest since Tupac in imprisonment, claiming his innocence. Currently,